Hey guys, Shane, I'm back. This time we're covering Valkyrie, we're covering Poets, which is, honestly, I've been looking forward to playing it, and being able to bring it to standard and then being able to play it then is really good. So let's cover it and then I'll explain. It does. The Grade 0, we run the right line and obviously an astral plane. I wish I'm trying to get my hand on V1. If you guys in Singapore and you guys want to sell it to me, let me know. We can discuss a price. So the Grade 0 is Pen of New Style. It literally is your standard starter, go second, draw one. We go to Grade 1, which is my only 50th anniversary from the split, which sucks. I wish it was a starter, honestly, because this guy disappears after like one turn. Like, you will never see in public info ever again. Basically, when this unit is placed by running from a Grade 0. Oh, you don't actually need a Grade 0. Ah, that sucks. I guess I'll use my 15th anniversary Bargold then. When this unit is placed by running from a Grade 0 card, reveal a Grade 3 with Shin icon from the right deck, which... oh wow. And then until the end of the fight, you cannot ride a Grade 3 card with Shin icon, and you can have an astral plane gauge. That's literally all it does. It's like you give away information for nothing. I don't understand this. Why, Bushiroad? It's so pointless. The second effect is when this unit is rolled upon by a Grade 2 Shinimon icon. This is your Grade 2 Shinimon icon. Let's get closer so that we can show you. You put this card. You may put this card face down as an astral plane gauge, and if you do so, charge 1, which you will do because A, I cannot be bothered to do Sephira, and B, you want to get the 5 gauges as soon as possible because of the stupid restriction they gave you. Anyway, the Grade 2 of our choice, not choice, but in Vanguard your right lines don't really have a choice, you just exist upon them, is Prometheus of Dancing Lights. Basically, I mean, they're all Genesis, so don't worry about that. When this unit is rolled upon by a Grade 3 Shinimon icon, basically everything checks for Shinimon icon, meaning Busher can give us a buff on Grade 1 and Grade 2, or you can ride a non-right line card on, I mean not Grade 1, but Grade 2 you can do that. When this unit is rolled upon by a Grade 3 Shinimon icon, look at the top 3 cards of the deck, choose up to 1 card among it, put it to your hand, okay, so you put 1 to hand, 1 to soul, and then the rest to the bottom of the deck. It's by fronts, basically. Raziel wish it could even do that. Then next is Shinimon. The Shinimon Vanguard of choice. Glimmering Lord Uranus. You have your standard first text here, which basically says you can personalize from as long as you're riding from a Shinimon icon, which is simple enough. Hopefully they give us different Shin, like, sure. Or better support in general. Your back row circle continues your back row circle, center circle becomes an astral plane, so yay. During the turn, if your opponent's Vanguard is Grade 3 or greater, and you have 3 or more astral plane gauge, which you should have, if not you're breaking, all your front row gains 5,000 power. Then the last effect is the act ability. So plus 2, choose up to 2 cards from your drop. Choose one among them, put it face down as a astral plane gauge, and choose 1 card among them and call it the rear guard circle. So you can revive 1 basically. Oh, it says choose 2 cards, so you cannot. It's not choose up to 2, so you must choose 2 cards. So you're forced to gauge every time, which is a little unfortunate, but fair. No, that means I've been cheating. Oh well, doesn't matter. It doesn't really affect much. It just forces you to gauge more. You just need to accumulate drop more. So the thing about this act ability is really strong, obviously, because it doesn't care what you're calling. You just call. And you definitely want the gauge and stuff. So the astral plane, I put it in the right deck because the moment you write Shin icon, you get it, so you might as well. This on rearguard circle, this rearguard circle is on an astral plane. The astral planes have following rules. Basically these are the rules. The rules are the grid is ignored when calling an astral deity. If the card is on astral plane, it's not astral deity, it goes to drop, so you can call it, but it doesn't do anything. And the unit on the astral plane can attack from back row. Simple enough. And performs drive checks. So that's fun. The drive check reveal for the drive check output in the soul instead of your hand, and at the end of the turn, put the unit on the astral plane to the bottom of the deck. So it pretty much does that. Simple enough. Moving on. We go to the main deck. We run 4. We go to the grade 5s, which is weird because I haven't covered a deck higher than, I mean that's a lie, excluding Saphiro, which is freaking just grade 10. I've not really covered cards above grade 3 pretty often. This card has it has a 70k base as tradition, and it's a grade 5. Pretty fun. First effect cannot be written, cannot be stored by card abilities. If your Vanguard does not have a Shinimon icon, this original grade and power becomes 0. Yay! So you can't abuse it, you can't like you basically cannot like Sephiroth cannot just abuse it and have a 70k beat stick, or 75k because of force markers. Or their giant tree markers more specifically. So that sucks. Drop this unit cannot be chosen by card effect, meaning prison cannot prison your shit in the drop. Okay, sure. Can be chosen. That's fine. Second skill, when this unit on the astral, this unit is on an astral circle, retire this. If it's not on an if it's on a non-astral circle, retire this unit. If you could not be retired, remove this card. Yeah, it is very determined to not exist on anything that is not worth his time, basically not on his own throne. So it's a very selfish ass deity, but hey, 70k base, I'm not gonna argue with 70k base boss. When this unit is placed on an astral plane, if you have 5 or more astral gauges, look at the top 5 cards of the deck, choose up to 1 card among them, discard it and shuffle your deck. If you discard a Kita Sanctuary card, which Planet Cray counts as all nations, so keep that in mind. You can't do Sephiroth because it's nationless. They put the detail in very early in advance because I guess they knew we would abuse it. Although, fun fact, the nationless thing only applies to units. If it's an order, it counts as Planet Cray order, so in a sense, so it's weird, but wish it were cheeky. You look at the top 5 cards, then choose up to 1 card and then discard it. If you discard a Key to Century, the drive becomes the same number as the grade. You'll probably discard like, I've been discarding grade 1s more than anything, which is a problem. I think I fixed it now. But you do want to discard at least a grade 3 or greater. Basically this guy. You discard itself is a bit paradoxical to me, unless you're, because it makes it a bit tricky, so it's kind of not here nor there. But 5 drives is 5 drives, so I'm not going to complain too hard. I'm going to put this aside. We go to grade 3s. We got 3 more Uranus for our Persona rides. We run 4 of this guy. Quaking Heavenly Dragon Astral Stricken. Goodness, that's a mouthful, even back then. First effect, basically you can Persona over any Shin icon, so like every card, every icon deck so far. When this unit is placed on Van or Rhea, if your other units with the same card name as this unit was not placed this turn, you can choose a card from the drop, put it face down as Astral Gauge. Then if you have 4 or more Astral Gauges, combo boss 1 draw. So you have to keep gauging when you place. If you, it seems like a mandatory effect. Yeah, it seems like a mandatory effect. That's weird. A lot of mandatory effect. Oh well. So then you can CB1 to draw. So you accumulate gauges like free. Although I wish there was gauge scaling somewhere. It doesn't, which sucks. Second continuous effect, the Vanguard only effect basically just says barrel center is forever astral gate, astral plane, which is obvious, I guess. When the drive check is of your Astral Deity, Distant World Valkyrian, which is this whole ass name, you basically, and cards are put into soul for the effect. It gains 2000 power. So if check OT, it loses minus 2k, but who the fuck cares? You got 100 mil to work with. Then when a card is put into the deck from the astral plane, you can put this to soul and draw one. So it's a Shenri essentially. And then for our last grade 3s, we run our standard Nebula Knights and Fire Regalas. This counts as a Kita Century card because the ruling is very funny and they decide to make this nationless until just a Kree order and then don't have to worry about the ruling. But you know, Wizard does what they want and I can't argue with shit. So that's it for the grade 3s and 5s. Yeah, because we ignore grade 4s now. I don't run grade 4s. I don't need, I find it useless. Because they're breaks. First of all, we run one ace unit. If you don't know, this is a souped up Tifalt essentially. And you can only run one of it because it's an ace unit. It's an ace up your sleeve. Basically on plays, you can give it 5000 power, then you can EV3 top 7, call one card that's great less than or equal to your Vanguard, and then shuffle your deck, and then choose one of the two cards, units, or cards, ugh, I'm slipping off my tongue, or normal unit specifically, yeah, then you can call it, and then choose one of the two units, and it gains resist. Basically, the ability is, it cannot be chosen by your card's effect, it cannot be chosen or retired by your opponent's card ability, and then shuffle the deck. A unique skill is basically a divine skill on a rear guard, so once you use it, it's gone. Good news is, because it can be called anywhere, you can use poets to call it the board build, so it's not bad, it's actually really good. Then when this unit attacks, your opponent's grade 3 or greater, it gains 5000 power, and then if you have 4 more rear guards, it gains additional 5k power, which you will have 4 more rear guards, because you'll be an idiot if you somehow fail to build a board with this. So don't worry, that's your one-off. I run 2 Tayfaults. We brought back Tayfaults. I have the free run Tayfaults. Although the place, obviously my split has the normal Tayfaults, so I never owned one, so it's kind of nice to see it. When this unit is placed on rearguard circle, oh sorry, why is my list so weird? Is this it? Yeah, this is it, sorry. When this unit plays on rearguard circle other than by a unit card's ability, and you play in normal order this turn, so plus 1, look at top 5 cards of the deck, choose up one card among them, grade less than or equal to your Vanguard. I'm gonna reveal it and call it to rearguard circle if it was a unit card. If and put it to your hand if it's a normal order, and then shuffle it. It's a normal order specifically, so you can add blitz orders, which is at least it's better than Brangit. Brangit forces you to add set order, which is technically good, but like somehow or other they do run normal order, so it's weird. And then when this unit attacks grade 3 or greater unit, if you have 4 more units, it gains 10,000. So it's a bit stronger than this in terms of the second text, because this is unit, so it comes to Vanguard. This doesn't, so it's a bit iffy, but not the worst. And we run through this now because I realized this actually works wonders. When this unit is placed from hand specifically, which is ass, if your Vanguard is Shinimon icon, which you will, you're playing the deck, EV3 look at top 7 card, and then choose up to 1 grade 3 or greater card with Shin icon, which Shin icon specifically. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Valkyrian and the 2 different grade 3s, simple enough. Put it to your hand and then shuffle your deck. So it's a very fun, and it's your energy sink because other than ace unit, you're kind of stuck with energy. When this unit attack, if you're a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Shin icon, and your opponent's grade 3 or greater, it gains 5000 power. So it's a 15k beat stick. It's just there for early game. This is early game, this is early game, this is late game. That's why I only run 2, because you don't play, because the only order is Nebula Knights, you're only going to play the order on turn 3, so that's why I run 2, because You don't need to see it before then. For our grade 1s, we run one off of what? I don't remember your name in my list and update. What is going on? Give me a minute here. Let me check. Can't remember. Damn it. No, it's not the time for shenanigans. Estria of the Full Heavens. In a drop, when your unit is placed from drop by your ability of your card with the Shinimon icon, if all your rearguards have the different card names from this unit, you can counterblast one, call this card to the rearguard circle for a counterblast. If you notice, there is no counterblast so far. And that's on purpose. Not really. But like, I have like PTSD. Like, if you guys know, I play Royal Paladins, so like counterblast is like left, right, center, and it's like annoying. So I just not rely on counterblast. So you can always revive this once you see it. I have a few copies of this. I just obviously we're playing the nicer one. We always play the nice one. Basically, it's a maple. Combine Russia closely. Then at the end of battle, this unit booster, you can soul blast to return this to your hand, so it just bounces to your hand. Why would you want to bounce to your hand, you ask? Basically, the continuous Guardian Circle effect is if your Shinimon icon is 10, it gets plus 10k shield. So it's a trigger, basically, it's an additional trigger shield value. It's strong that way, you can just keep reviving this guy. So you can shit out basically 2 units, but the second unit is forced to be this guy, which sucks. Then we run this one, this great one. Which is ass, but whatever. Magic Colored Flame, rarely. If you're playing a Genesis deck, you have to run this. And Bushiroad restricted to 1. I want more Bushiroad. It's not strong enough. Buff this deck a bit, will you? Anyway, when this unit is placed on rear other than during the battle phase, which it will, because that's the only time you can call it. And if your Vanguard is only Genesis for its clan G, will it be? Will it? You can counterblast one, soul blast one, draw a card, choose a card from your hand, reveal it, and call it to rear. Interesting enough, there's no grid restriction, so you can call Valkyrian off the effect. Pretty cool. Then you can discard it out if not. Doesn't freaking matter. Oh wait, if the unit card with the call it the rear guard circle if it's the oh never mind, it has a grid restriction. I'm an idiot. Equal or less than your Vanguard. So you can't call Valkyrian, but who the frick cares? You're not calling. You need to set up board first. Then this the second effect is the reason why it got restricted. At the end of battle, this unit boosted. If your Vanguard with Genesis for only its clan, you can put 2 rear guards in the same column as this unit into the soul. Basically, this girl and the card she's boosted. So and put a card from your drop there's only Genesis for your clan and put it into your hand and yeah, basically you just revive anything from your drop that is a Genesis. So Persona Rides, your triggers, your PGs pretty much are all on the table. There is no restriction, they didn't errata that thankfully. So you can revive this, which is actually quite useful on occasion. This one quite useful, and your Persona Rides, because we are not running the order Persona Ride because I have this now. Because it's a one-off, I'm forced to run it as a one-off. Oh well, doesn't matter because you're playing Genesis. We're running 3. Yes, the Royal Paladin in me cannot stop running Royal Paladins. No surprise. When this unit is basically you have like Lian. Yes, I foil. You guys that haven't seen my Royal Paladin builds. Oof. When this card is discarded during your right phase, you can do one of the following. You can call this as rest, or you can soul blast one and call it as stand. And when this unit is placed, you can draw a card and then ditch a card. Notice when it's placed, it is still during the right phase, so you can trigger like all your Lians basically if you have them. So it's pretty good in that sense. We run 1 Reedy because It's a very strong skill. Basically, Soul Blast 2, you increase your triggers by 5k. It's not once per turn. So if you, so you notice you will notice we accumulate soul a lot. So it essentially let us, and you get closer. So it means we can Soul Blast like a lot for like a final push, because you will deck out, so you want to push as hard as possible and pray your opponent doesn't have a perfect guard, and then you essentially kill them with overwhelming power. Your Vanguard can hit up to 103k easily, so it's pretty insane. We run one Kokoa for the same reason. We want the top deck triggers, or Valkyrian. If you see a Valkyrian on top, you put it on top, then you call a Valkyrian from your drop, then you can pretty much get 5 drives instantly. We run 2 Cell Gowns. Yeah, the funny thing about Genesis is 1 and 2 orbs are mostly guaranteed to see, so it's weird. So we run 2 Cell Gowns, despite how strong they are. You don't want to draw too hard because you will deck out. You want to filter appropriate amount. Because you don't want to die too fast, but you also don't want to die too slow, and also there's no space to run this more than 2. I'm really running thin on grade 1s already. So that's it for the grade 1s of the deck. Next we run our 3 Genesis PGs and 1 Elementaria, for obvious reasons, the Elementaria, but we run it has to be Genesis for my build because of the because of this girl, basically, because as a Genesis, these are Genesis, so you can add PGs, although I rarely do that, so it's a bit weird. 1 Kita over trigger, because you drive check so much, you want to ensure your opponent's dead, so we are checking this so that we can drive check, so that we can pressure our opponents even more. So we want to check as many triggers as possible. We're running 4 soul fronts. We want front triggers because we want to essentially accumulate more soul to Soul Blast out, which kind of works against me to a degree, but not too much, so it's fine. We run Genesis crits because if we can't add PGs to hand, or if it's not appropriate because we want 15k shield, we will have more than enough options. And then our heal triggers, naturally. And obviously in my split, I got an SR, which is really nice. So that's the deck. Honestly, I still having, this is still technically work in progress, mind you. Like, it's not very, very complete, because, there's still some kinks that I need to work out, because I don't know, I don't have, Reverence Rush Dragon, which is a grade 3 card that essentially puts a grade 3 or greater card, a grade 2 or greater card from the drop to the top of the deck, where you can just put Valkyrian on top and then mill it out, so you can essentially guarantee your ability to do the 5 drives without killing your deck space, because it's very awkward otherwise. So there is that. I'm tempted to, I might actually put that order, I'm not sure. So there's that. So other than that, it is a really fun deck. It's fun if you don't take it too seriously and you don't bring it to, like, you will cheese out games more than you actually win it, but it's definitely fun when you do pull off the combo that you need. The 1 and 2 walls are very obvious because you're playing this is almost Genesis even compared to Minerva, because you essentially play with your resources are very free. Your Valkyrian generates you soul, so you have a lot of soul. You don't use a lot of combo, so you can spam that. And then you basically can do everything under the sky, sun with it. So that's it for the moment. I think like and subscribe, and then suggest me a deck, I guess, to build or cover. And I'll see if I can get my hands on it from a friend or whatever. Other than that, I'll see you next time. Bye.